Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the solar eclipse that's coming up here, October 14th. This solar eclipse is going to change everything. You know how much I love talking about eclipses because they are definitely one of the most predictive tools we have as astrologers. So before I get going, I want to remind everyone to sign up for my free newsletter. With that, you will get all of my predictions day by day delivered to your email address every week. You won't want to miss it. Plus, I want to tell everybody about something I'm so excited about. I'm about to launch a Patreon site, and with this, you're going to get exclusive information that I don't have anywhere but on Patreon. And let me tell you something else, it's going to be at amazing savings. So I will let you know if you are on my newsletter, you'll be the first to know. So with that, let me continue on, and now let's get going and talk about this October solar eclipse that is going to be happening. And I've got the chart put up now for the eclipse so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. An eclipse is when the sun and moon come together. It's a new moon. There is a new moon every month, but this is when they come in close proximity to Rahu and Ketu. So an eclipse is really the lineup of the sun, the moon, and earth. And what you're going to see here is that Ketu, which this is an eclipse with Ketu, is actually in a different sign than the sun and the moon, but it's still an eclipse because they're basically about 3 degrees apart. Just they flank against two different signs, the end of Virgo and the very first degree of Libra. Now, the reason why I think this is so interesting is because Rahu and Ketu, remember I always talk about the facts that Rahu and Ketu, that they are the nodes of the moon which cause eclipses, right? But Rahu right now is Gandanta. Rahu is at 0 degrees of Aries, and remember the nodes of the moon travel backwards, so it's right before it's going to go into, by November 28th, Rahu's going to go into Pisces and Ketu's going to go into Virgo. But around the time of eclipses, the nodes actually stand still. They don't move for 3 months when we have eclipses. They have a very erratic motion when you're looking at the true movement of the nodes. So I think it's like they're more powerful when they're standing still. So Rahu is sitting at the Aries point, 0 Aries, major powerful astronomical point. Furthermore, it is Gandanta. So for 3 months it stands there, because what is Gandanta? Remember, I'm always telling you it's like when things get out of control, people feel like they're drowning, and there actually are more floods and drowning. But Gandanta is when a planet is in the very first degrees of fire, in the very last few degrees of water. So because the nodes are traveling backwards, Rahu is going to be Gandanta between now and the end of the year, because by November 28th, when Rahu goes into Pisces, it's going to be 29 degrees of Pisces traveling backwards. So the whole rest of the year, we're going to be plagued with storms, we're going to be plagued with floods, with major events that eclipses cause, such as earthquakes and earth changes. This has been going on the whole eclipse season, which is a month before the eclipse and a month after, plus we got this Gandanta energy. So we are looking at more of what we've been going through. Major storms, major floods, destruction, unbelievable events that are shocking. It's here to the end of the year. And with this eclipse energy, notice where Uranus sits at 28 degrees of Aries. And notice where the eclipse is, 26 degrees, 56 minutes. There's 60 minutes. So basically, I'm going to say that eclipse degree is 27 degrees. It's much closer to 27 than 26. So we have Uranus within a degree of an exact 8-6 relationship, which is called the quincunx, which is the most discordant and disruptive aspect you can have. Uranus is sudden, unexpected changes. The eclipse energy means something comes out of the dark into the light. Remember what I say about eclipses. It is the darkening of the light of the sun. The solar eclipse is. Therefore, something comes out of the dark that we didn't know about through this eclipse energy. Of course, this is relative to your own life. Be aware that you'll be made aware of something you didn't know about. And this something you didn't know about, this valuable information, will be in accordance to something that happened the last time we had a solar eclipse in this portion of the zodiac, which was 18.5 years ago. That's how long it takes Rahu and Ketu to go through all 12 signs. And wherever Rahu and Ketu are, is going to be where the eclipses occur. So we're talking about looking back at the years of 2004 and 2005. What happened in your life? Something will come up that will be reminiscent of that time in your life. Valuable information. Now, it may be shocking, but remember this, it is information that is healing. Use it for the growth that it is intended to, for your spiritual growth. Mars. Mars is in Libra, but recognized by opposition. It is aspecting those planets in Aries, and Mars rules Aries. So the whole time Mars is here. In Libra, it is transiting with Ketu, which is detrimental. Mars Ketu generally represent attacks or violence or sometimes terrorism. But I know that in Libra, and the month of October is notorious for stock market crashes and things that affect the economy. So we've got more to come with this, with all the threats that there could be some type of threat or war or violence going on this month. That's what this is uncovering, and that's what this is revealing to us. Mercury, thank goodness, is in the sign of Virgo, which can give us clarity of mind. Mercury is exalted in Virgo, and the sun moon in Virgo is relative to this, so things are becoming clearer. We're able to see, well, maybe, but see the light. So this Mars Ketu, they actually sit in the second house from where the new moon is. And if you count from the moon, sun, 1, 2, that's where Mars Ketu. Therefore, this indicates more to do with the economy and finances and money. But I don't like that the Rahu, Jupiter, Uranus are in the 8th house from the sun and the moon. And this can be critical in terms of leadership. It's a dangerous time for people in public office. And as I've mentioned before, this goes for everyone around the world. There is the likelihood of assassination attempts. This must be realized and taken seriously. People in public office need to be extra cautious during this time, because I'm seeing there's something that could be a loss. Or someone just simply has to step down, or somebody is in trouble through all sorts of government reactions to what they feel is making things right and just. So we're going to see a lot of this. A lot of anger, a lot of disputes, a lot of protests, a lot of striking. A lot is going on this month. People are angry. And we're going to see this through this eclipse energy. Things are coming out from the dark into the light. And this can only be good because now we know what we're working with. It's not hidden anymore. No more hidden agendas. All right, so with that, I think I'll close. I hope you got something out of this. Remember, if you want to learn more about me, go to my website, galacticcenter.org. And if you would like to learn Vedic astrology, go to my university website, universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.